Hello, everyone. This is Herman Smith Soto with uBuntuSpeaks. Thank you for joining me today to continue discussing the 8 strategies for fulfilling and successful global health and development career. For those of you who've been with me since Monday and were able to discuss with me the first 3 strategies, which the first was being present in the moment, being culturally aware and speaking the language of the people. And yesterday, the third strategy, we discussed staying informed to ensure your safety. Today, I'm going to speak about the fourth strategy, which is being politically aware. So knowing the country of service's history, the political status, the wavering views of the community members and the citizens of that country, as well as the policies that the government currently has in place. It's really important to be informed and know those policies and know what's happening politically in the country. However, just because you're informed, this does not mean that you need to express your own political views, positive or negative, with community members, with your colleagues. And it's also important to understand that through your interactions with various different uh, individuals who are seen as swaying one way or another politically may really hinder the work that you're doing. So it's really, and may cause your colleagues or your community members to feel as though you're going to be biased in the way that you deliver their services or that you work with them. So it's really important to keep those views to yourself. Also, I feel like it's important to understand the relationship that your country, your native country has with the country that you're now working with, because a lot of times there are policies and there are past initiatives and programs that have taken place that not everyone viewed favorably or continues to view favorably. So it's really important to know what that relationship is. What is the partnership that your particular organization has had with the government of that country, and to really, tread lightly as to how you express your views, if you need to express them at all. And so I always, for me, it's always been important to find out a lot of the political situation prior to going to the country itself. And I know most organizations and provide uh, country information orientation. And so, they let you know what the demographics are, what languages are spoken, what's the political history. So they provide you a lot of things. However, I still encourage people to, once they get to their country of service or where they're going to be working, to go ask their embassy if there's a security orientation course or that they can attend, where they'll be able to get additional information and current information about the political situation in the country, as well as the history, and really learn more about the varying views that are existing, that exist among the host country nationals, and how that might impact the work that you're doing, and how, they will also provide you with strategies on how best to answer certain questions relating to the relationship between your country and that your country of service. In addition, what I found real beneficial about these orientation were the fact that they also provided us with a list of contacts, names and contacts, and where to go and who to go, and evacuation plans and emergency strategy, as that can come in handy if something was to happen, if there was a political crisis of some sort. So these contacts and these names, I really encourage you to put them in your phone, or put them somewhere where you'll be able to have them at all times. Also, I encourage you to make photocopies of your passport, your birth certificate, your badge, your organizational badge, and really know and be able to really state clearly what your purpose and mission is in the country. and who you work for, because a lot of times, I know for me, being an African American woman working in Africa, um, and it was really important for me to blend in the country to be able to get the trust of the people. However, when there were a particular situation, let's say political crisis or any type of emergency, I was often confused, or I was often seen as a native, and so therefore I had to produce copies of my passport, some kind of identification to show that I was a foreigner, and that I needed that I had there were certain procedures and policies that I had to follow, and that in one situation that I needed to be evacuated. So it's really important that you have those photocopies with you at all times, because and keep the original somewhere safe, but have something that shows who you are. I also encourage you to make build a trusting relationship with someone from the countries, a colleague, a community member that will be able to provide you information on a continuous basis about what's happening in the country, and politically, and as well as what some of the views are of the community members, so that if something is to happen, they think of you and they want to take care of you, and that they'll bring you to somewhere safe. And so having that person has really been essential to securing ensuring my safety wherever I lived, in whatever country. Also, I encourage you to listen to the radio and read newspapers, because in a lot of countries, talk shows are very common. People always, always expressing their views, and the views may be biased, of course, especially when it comes to political views. However, it'll give you an insight as to what people are talking about and what's going on in the country, and it will allow you to better understand where you stand, and if by any chance is something going to happen. Just make sure you pay attention to what people are saying on the street, what they're saying in in meetings, what they're saying in workshops, or just what they're saying at the at the market, wherever. Just make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. And I also think that once you hear something, and you hear that something's brewing, or whispers, or sometimes it's even screams of a political crisis that's about to happen, make sure you let your organization know that you've heard this information, and make sure you review your emergency and security plan. Go over with an official from the embassy or from your organization evacuation plans, and make sure that you are ready in case something is to happen, because the last thing you want to do is be caught somewhere where there's a political crisis and you can't get out. And then not only can you not get out, your organization or your country, the embassy, or no one can come to you to be able to help you. And so please make sure that you follow whatever evacuation procedures or have been put in place by your organization or your embassy, and that you keep your ear to the ground, and you try your best to find out what's going on. And just know that like anywhere around the world, politics can shape the work that you're doing. So make sure that you are not seen as someone who's biased and favors one political party or another. So that's my fourth strategy for the day. Sorry, my fourth strategy of the 8 strategies to a successful, fulfilling global health and development career. Thank you very much. I hope this helps. Once again, this is Herman Smith-Silta with uBuntuSpeaks. I am who I am because we all are. See you tomorrow with the 5th strategy. Thank you. Take care.